hello, let's welcome back to another part of Final Fantasy 16. In the last part we went through, we defeated the mighty Savrog, we demolished that dragon, the dragon is no more. And in this part we're going to talk to Otto and see what happens, so...
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing.
No.
How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Just me turning the game volume up for myself a little bit. It was a little bit quiet. Want to be able to hear the people. I'm just gonna put the controller down. This seems like a cutscene kind of thing.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin.
I'm telling you, Final Fantasy Origin coming
soon.
soon.
That name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Oh, really?
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire...
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
I just love hearing Taria speak. I just love her.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archaea above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Not yet. Regalia couldn't fly until the end of Final Fantasy 16.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off.
Otto really does keep this place together, doesn't he?
Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you.
Ah, yes, so this is how we get new quests, I see.
Joshua seemed upset.
Go on, tell me. Tell me there's new quests. Huh? 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 I'm waiting for it. Like, there has to be more hunts and stuff. Right, I can see the hunt board, can't I? Where is it? This is the hunt bird. So when that has a little thing on it, that'll be when there's new hunts. Oh, let's go talk to Joshua.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it.
I wanted to check in case there was anything, but I was waiting for the like a wee lull there. A vast structure that lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. When Ultima's scheme reached its final stages, it was summoned from the depths, sowing untold destruction and leaving bleak, black skies in its wake. It eerily resembles a mother crystal. I want more information on the fact that the crystalline dominion was demolished, please. Like, obviously we'd seen, I didn't realise it would, like, did it just go under the water? Is that what happened to the crystal? That it just sank, essentially? Because I was in the middle of, the place, right?
It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Yeah, exactly. Let's just get Dion to fly us up.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
Well, yeah?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima.
The small girl didn't die, right? Because he got
Much to
Terrence to
answer for.
evacuate her, right? Or did he evacuate her? Or did he just give her money? He just gave her money, right?
We are in your debt, Dion.
But she was in the Crystalline Dominion, wasn't she? Or was she in the Dominican Republic? I think she was in the Crystalline Dominion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Well, that she's not coming because we can't carry 6 million people on our backs while we fly up. I don't think she'll understand. I feel like she might be a bit upset if she doesn't get to come. Sorry, where is she? It's up this way. Did we get all of our potions and stuff? I can't check. Oh. I'm sure we have most of our potions, right? I think we do. I remember that actually. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I'm sure at the end of the last stream I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get my potions because I won't remember to do it this stream. I think I actually did do that, so. While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Med was waiting kindly with Enterprise. Oh yeah, Edda was the pregnant woman. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make sure the little one gets it. Yeah, especially. I mean, what was the script? Right? Let's have words here. What was the script with how the royalists, the Wallows, right? Well, how did they treat bears? They didn't enslave bears, did they? They didn't, right? Because like dominants were like treated well, obviously because well that's dominance. I guess it might not be the same as bears, but I don't know. I don't know.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
I know I pretty much stand on this hill alone, but I still think they shouldn't have been a romantic interest. I still think they should have just been friends. I don't think he needed a romantic interest. Was there always a romantic interest? No. 12 doesn't have a romantic interest.
But
Well, I guess, like,
I haven't forgotten anything.
is Pinello a romantic interest in 12? They don't actually have any romance together. Oh, look! Look, guys! Look around you! All we see is quests. Okay, oh my Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Five just... Oh, good. Oh, he's got more for me. Oh, guys, we're finishing the game today. I don't care if I need to stream for 4 hours because I've decided to do all the fucking side quests. So I was told it was going to be roughly like a 2-hour thing, but if all these side quests pop up and it's like, you'll not finish... What? There's one? Oh, wait, no, it's not in here. Oh, no, there is one in here. Fuck me, there's 6 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And whatever's here... I don't care. We're going to do all the quests. We're going to finish it today. I don't care if it's a 4-hour stream rather than a 2-hour stream. I was thinking it was going to be... Oh my god, it's 7, 8. I was thinking it was going to be like a 2-hour stream because... Well, I was told I had 2 hours left of the game. But obviously that's not taking into account I'm going to do all these quests. I'm going to do all these quests, guys. And if it's a 4-hour stream, then so be it. It's a 4-hour stream. That's how it got to be. I'm finishing it today. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time alone on the rear deck whimpering like Gavs in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut's telling me it's not to do with the supply of antelope bones. No! See, how would we not do Torgal's quest?
What is it this time, Torgal?
Don't you dare sound done with him. What Torgal wants, Torgal gets. We'll accept the other one here as well. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that might be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient text seems so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome, from a distance, that sparked within me the scholaristic curiosity which burns to this very day. I would enlist your aid in reclaiming the text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for your services rendered.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Maybe it is. Maybe she just likes a good wee romantic comedy. Slice of life, you know. So what we got? We got speak with Vivian, visit Torgal at the rear deck. We can't actually visit Torgal himself, that's kind of funny. And let's go up and get this one as well. Because I want the best weapon, and one of these quests must give me two of these quests must give me orichalcums.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control.
Yeah.
Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally.
That's a fair
Havel
request.
has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person.
Oh, that's fair.
You don't mind, do you, my boy?
No, it's fine.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Okay, so I'll just accept 3 at a time since 3 is all that can be shown in the top right. Let's go talk to Torgal. So this is Torgal here. You're not Torgal. Where's my Torgal? Where's the rear deck? What am I looking for? More than words? More than words. Back here. It's safe to say I don't know where the rear deck was. Let's go see how Torgal is. I'm a coming, boy. Don't you worry.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen herself
Hello, Torgal. Are you okay, sweetie? What's up with you, baby?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
Think he was gonna tell you if you asked?
How long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age.
Aww.
Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
Ah.
Let's get that thing off you.
He growled at me.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Torgal growled at me.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Aww. You can keep that.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
I don't know, man. I think out of all these Final Fantasy characters, I think I'm Karen. Don't like other people, but I give the dog belly rubs. Right, where's it gone? Follow Torgal? Where? More than words? More than words. Okay. I will follow Torgal anywhere. Hello, baby.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then.
Okay, sure.
Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Aww. Right, let's go speak with Vivian as well. To get her quest kind of outside the hideaway, and then we'll end off. We'll come back and we'll do Torgal's quest, we'll do Vivian's quest, and then we'll see how much time we have, and we'll do our uncle's quest.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay, Well, I guess we're gonna talk to Hippocrates then. Yeah, what? So there's like, gosh, you know what? Before we just run away, let's go talk to Gouts. See how many quests there are without out with the hideaway.
How are you doing? Here you go.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's only 3 out with the hideaway, and there was what, like, was there 9? 8? I think there was 8 in the hideaway. So if we go 11, so if we do like 3, 4 quests apart, I guess it'll take us a few parts. Still, it'll take us about 4 parts. So this is the next few parts are most likely just going to be quests, guys. I might make the parts a little bit longer just to try to squeeze out as many. Maybe like I'll be closer to half an hour for my parts for the next few parts, just to get as much of this side questing done as possible, so we can get right back into the story.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates, there's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
And you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Who?
Coveters of secrets.
Sure.
A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers, a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
And we'll be doing that in the next part, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. We're going to get through all these side quests. If it's not your cup of tea, skip on over to the story. Like I said, it's probably going to be about 3 episodes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comments, because there are comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!